welcome. Just wanted to do a really quick video just explaining a little bit about the services that I offer and some of the sort of the nuts and bolts as to what goes on when setting up managed iPads. I won't go into any technical detail because I don't really think it's necessary to mention that at the moment, but I just wanted to show you that what the system is capable of and how it can make things so much easier when managing multiple devices in a school setting or even in a business setting. So the idea is that we use a managed system, and then you can see all my devices here. Okay, so I'm currently setting up 30 devices, and what it means is that we can then have a uniformity across all the iPads. A uniformity with the settings, a uniformity with what needs to be locked down to prevent children accessing things you don't want them to, a uniformity of apps that you can just push apps out onto these devices at the click of a button from a central dashboard wherever you are in the world, and that app will then be pushed out. And that's called a managed device, and several suppliers and several software companies use managed systems. I use one called Lightspeed, which is provided by Lancashire County Council, and it's fine, and they're very similar. I've used Profile Manager from Apple as well, and there are lots of other services out there, all with slightly different configurations. And what it means is that I can now get these 31 devices that I've got set up here in the covers. Yes, I'm at home, I'm sat in my bedroom, believe it or not. And what I can now do is I've now got a profile on them, which I'll show you in a minute. And that profile has been set from the central mobile device manager dashboard, and then that I can then set that to be sort of tuned to how I want it to be. Okay, and then I've got full control of those devices. I can see them on my management dashboard, which again I'll show you a little bit later, and I can control those devices. There is some hands-on at the beginning which you can't get around. You maybe have to touch the device a dozen times just with some of the settings. Lots of settings are skipped, but you do have to touch it. And then once it's set up, you can then hand it over to your client and they can then begin to use it. Now the idea is, ideally, that you hand that device to the client and get it delivered directly to the client, directly to your school, and then you set it up from there, and they just do the hands-on bit, and it would be perfectly possible to do that. I just do this as part of my service to my school customers, and they obviously don't have to have any hassle or configuration complications. Okay, so in the next part I'll move on and show you what that process looks like and just how simple it is. It seems simple to me because I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now, and I've had to teach myself how to do this. I'm a self-employed IT consultant, and so nobody sends me any training. I have to train myself, and I'll show you the configuration and then what a managed device looks like, and then I'll also show you just what the management console looks like too.